Hi guys, here we are again. Today I want you to present the case of Ralph Lauren, the famous men's designer, with a recent case, but an easy case, not very challenging, so you will well understand it. I will make it simple for you as well. But let me first tell you, this is a bonus. Do you remember then that in the last video, if you have seen it, I told you that in this session I would wrap you up all the course. So by saying that would be the end, and now I present you here a bonus. Now I want to give you a lesson with this, a message with this. You should try to give an amazing course, an amazing product, an amazing service, an amazing good to the people. That's what you want to do, and that's what I want to do with this course as well. I want you a mind-blowing course that has a lot of information and that helps you to build up and to expand your business and make your passion something in reality. Now, you would give a very good delivery of your goods and services, but you want to present a consumer experience, and that is a bonus. You would, on top of it, on top of a great product, you give a bonus. How do you feel about this? I think, isn't it a good thing that not only you receive a great product and you think, well, that is the value of whatever price I have paid? No, I get something more. So I over-deliver to give a mind-blowing consumer experience. So this course has a value of, I would say, $1,000, because if you would be making a bad trademark application without the information you have received within the course, you will have to pay the trademark application. In UIPO, that would be 1,000 euros more or less. And you would be rejected and you have nothing. So with this only one video, we would have already paid the course, so to say, and then you get 19 more videos on different aspects of your business, improving your business. So this is one, and on top of it, you get a video more. So you wanted 18 videos, you paid for 18 videos, and you get one video more. That is the over delivery, that is the bonus, and that gives you a positive consumer experience. And from that onwards, this consumer will be an ambassador for you, a free ambassador for all the other consumers they may be in contact with. Let me give you another example, which is Amazon. I buy from time to time from Amazon, and they say, well, this product, that product, this is the price. Okay, I'm okay with it. And the delivery will be in, 3 weeks? I say, well, 3 weeks, but okay, I can wait 3 weeks. I will take it. And then after a week and a half, I got the product. How do I feel? Oh, that's great. They over-deliver. So that is the positive consumer experience. I was happy with paying for the product so-and-so for 3 weeks delivery. Now I get it in a week and a half. Well, I'm very happy because I get more than what I expected, and I was willing to pay. So that is the positive consumer experience. You should build this into your product or into your service in one way or the other. That could be with regard to any bonus you would add. It can be over delivery in timeline if it is a product to be sent, or in any other way. So that was the first message I want to give you. Not only give an amazing product for an amazing price, but also on top of it some kind of bonus in order to create that consumer experience, which is then the mind-blowing effect for the consumer and the main attraction you will have in the what is it, in a hotel, what you have an upgrading from time to time. So you paid for something, a normal room, and you get an upgrading to to a suite or so. Isn't that mind-blowing for you for the same price? Wouldn't you say, well, they treat me very well? That is the consumer experience you want to find you implant into the potential consumers or the consumers of your product or service. Now, I promised here to go to the Ralph Lauren case, and I will present it again, very simple terms. You don't need any legal experience behind that. It is just no articles will be cited here. I will be. There are two lessons to be drawn for by that case, by looking at that case, which are important for you, and these I will focus on. Now, you all know Ralph Lauren, the famous men's clothes designer, It has a trademark, a logo. The logo, what I want to focus on, not on the name Ralph Lauren, that is probably another trademark, but the logo is the polo player with a high-level stick in the air on a horseback, right? With a horse riding at you. I think it is that more or less. Well, you have it all in mind. So Ralph Lauren applied for a trademark in Europe in 2004, and he got it. So you ask for what goods and services? That is what you ask? You're right, and you were good in seeing my past videos. So men's clothes, this is class 25, clothing, footwear, headgear, that is what it was being asked for and has been agreed. So in 2005 or so, he got the trademark registered in the European Union. Okay, and that was it with that trademark. But in 2016, so 12 years later, right? 2016. In 2016, he got a cancellation request based on, I would say, a similar trademark. It was also a polo player with holding up a stick on a horseback, and it was riding away. I think that was the only difference, but it was also a shape. It was no color which has been claimed for it. So it was just the image, and there was 3 of them, and one was very similar, 3 designs and one. So it was a design. That was a design, and it was not a European design. It was registered in 1997, a design. The European design did not exist in 1997, so it was a Spanish design. So we have, now what do we have? We have in 2004, we have a trademark in favor of Ralph Lauren, right? And in 1997, we have an earlier design, not a trademark, a design from a Spanish company, also for clothing, right? And in 2016, we have a cancellation request based on the early design in the EU IPO in Europe, in Alicante, Spain, against this trademark. Is that possible? Yes, it is possible. It is possible, first, to base a trademark cancellation request on an earlier design, national design or community design, on an earlier trademark, national trademark, or a European Union trademark. So that is the first lesson you have to take away from this. Now, the second is what happened with that design. The design was registered in 1997, right? You remember that. Now, what happened with a design with regard to a trademark? Well, you know, a trademark that can be renewed all the time until infinity. Every 10 years you pay a renewal fee and it is renewed. But with a design, this is not the case. And you know that. In Spain, it was 20 years. So a design has a validity, maximum validity of 20 years, every 5 years to be renewed, until 20 years in total. Same 20 years as, yes, the patent. Okay. Now, the design is normally something which is related to fashion, to the car industry, to the furniture industry. Well, you don't have the same furniture like 50 years ago, right? That changes. The fashion, that is quite different than what we wore some 20 years ago. So the pattern of the fashion or the cars are very different from what you know some 50 years ago. So these are the industries which more or less have a turnover of fashion items, of different designs, etc. Different materials also are invented, which makes it that is not necessary to have the designs for 50 years. No, because it is not anymore necessary to protect them. Okay, so the design, 1997, it was registered, plus 20 years, that is the maximum validity of the design. What happens in 2017? This design was expired. And it was in 2016, it was introduced, that cancellation request. Then it takes some time in order to the cancellation division to look at it and to deliver decision, the claimant's brief and the defendant's brief and so on. Well, by the time it was ready to deliver a decision, the cancellation decision, the expiry had taken place and the design was not anymore valid. And on that ground, the cancellation request was refused. Then they went to the boards of appeal, second instance, administrative instance. Then they went to the Court of Justice in Europe, which is the appeal instance, judicial instance, and they ruled in June 2021. So just some weeks ago, they ruled. They confirmed the case of the decision of the boards of appeals. So the cancellation request of the Spanish company is being rejected. Now you might say, well, they knew it. Why did they wait until 2016 in order to make their cancellation request? They could have been done earlier. Well, I don't know exactly, and we don't know the motives behind why have waited. If it was negligence, they haven't looked at the market, but then it's very difficult because Ralph Lauren trademark is very famous, so everybody knows it. They might want at a certain moment to say, well, let's squeeze something out of it from the Ralph Lauren trademark, from the company behind, perhaps a million or so, and we will withdraw our cancellation request, and then, we got something out of it. It could be that this is the case. Now, the end result of that company is what they have paid, probably some 20,000 euros in fees for the lawyers, and get out at the end with nothing. And a ruling which says once expired at the moment of taking the decision, in that case, the first decision, that one of the cancellation division, if then the earlier right, so the design, would be expired, then it cannot be based on that right. So that was it. You have 3 lessons here, so to say. I would and a bonus, and that bonus is important. The earlier design can be anything, and it will be possible to not to expire, to be expired on anything. Thank you for tuning in.